Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome over here to the Dascar, the what is it, fifth race of the Dascar Rebel Knockout Series, Season 3, 2015. Here on Sport One, we're here back at the St. Quad Oval Mega Speedway for race number 5. As said, with just 26 cars left. Yes, indeed. After race number 4, we already saw four more cars exit the series, which were Eric Powers with a flip, Grayson Acavito with a flip, Dani Spawner and RJ Bishop with a flip. That means that we are now with 26 cars going over halfway of the ordinary season, the knockout races, and then after that, of course, we will have the finale with 10 laps. Not now with 10 laps. Actually, it was 6 laps with 10 cars. So here we go. Let's go take you through the field. The winner of the previous race was Keith Black, and that's why he is on the pole. With Zachary Fitzwater to his outside, one of the cars who crashed, and some more cars who crashed are up front. That's interesting to see. So the question is, of course, gonna be who is going to win this race and place himself on the pole for race number 6. And more importantly, who is going to exit the series after this race? Are we going to see some more crashing? Are we going to see some more flipping? Or are we going to see a completely green flag race? I don't know. We'll see as we go and get these cars rolling in the river. So there we see Keith Black, the pole sitter. So, we got quite some fortune here. That's surprising, actually. A couple of Chevys as well. Not that many. I don't think we actually have any Dodges. I don't know, actually. I have no clue, to be honest. To be honest, I don't even know if there were Dodges in the series back then. Pontiac we know. There are a couple of Pontiacs in the field as well, but I don't know, whatever. At least there are no Phillips Cup Series cars in here, like Mazda, like Infiniti, like Bentley, and all those manufacturers. So, yes, indeed, we have that many manufacturers in the Phillips Cup Series, 26 in total, more coming. But first, ladies and gentlemen, race number 5 over halfway home, and Keith Black leads us to the green for 3 more laps. Well, not 3 more laps, but no, not 3 more laps, but 3 more laps. Whatever. Keith Black, and there we see 30 car of Eric Hayden already jump in right behind him and trying to make a move to the outside. Outside doesn't work, we know that, but the inside there of where Mason Powers is, that does work, and that means that Mason Powers is going to slide into second position now. Coming into turn number 2, this is the place where we have seen already 2 crashes. 2 of the 3 crashes happened right over here. Actually, that's not entirely true. I don't know, actually, if we... Well, now I'm mixing up things. No, this first crash was over here, not in turn number 2, right? Yes, no, it was over there. Okay, sorry about that. So we have seen a crash in turn number 2, turn number 3, turn number 4, and lap number 1, lap number 2, and lap number 3. Okay. Well, we'll see. Crash in turn number 1 right after the finish, that's my call. So coming across the line now, 13 car Keith Black in the lead. And here comes the 59 car with a move that is Nick Capps. So great move, making it to the lead now. And we see already a couple of cars moving from left to right, losing the cars on the exit because, well, the exit is something where we see crashes happen more often. 66 car, Isaac Sinclair had to take out his backup car after a big crash in race number 4. And there we see also, is that the 14 car, I think, of Molly Black. No, not Molly Black, it is Beth Black, another Black. So many Blacks. But the 59 car, there comes Molly Black with a move. Great move goes to the inside, but to look at the 24 car to the inside. Look at that move from Diana Vasquez. Well, that's quite impressive. Then Vasquez moves up a couple of positions as we see a big group of cars coming out of turn number 4. Now it's gonna get nerve-wracking because we have one more lap to go and we're 5 wide all over this racetrack. 6 wide as well. Look at this. How is this even gonna work out? I don't know. There's 7 wide possibly. And they still sort it out. And at that moment, Debbie Myers out of nowhere takes over the lead. But here comes the 94 car of Morgan McPherson to the lead. Piper Acavito, teammate, right behind him. Oh, and there we go! Somebody goes around. And that's the 58 car of Dom Cass that has taken out a couple of cars. And that is devastating for everybody involved. Because, well, there were not that many cars involved. And there we see the 10 car of, I think is it Jane Pinter, I don't know. That was the 16 car of Nicholas Guerra also involved. Quickly going back to the lead. The race back to the line. Well, not back to the line, but the race for the victory. Morgan McPherson, but here comes the 33 car on the inside. Noortje Smits, that is. And I think Noortje Smits, I don't know. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be a close call. I think Noortje Smits still got Morgan McPherson. But somebody was on the inside line as well, so... Oh my goodness. That was very exciting. And indeed, Isa Sinclair and Anna Gregg, I think, are far in the back. And I'm afraid... There we saw Nick... what is it? Nick Pericles, I think. No, that's not impossible. Nick Pericles is already... Philip Goldberg, that was, of course. I don't know. So a lot of cars involved. Well, only 5 cars involved in that. But here we see it. Yes, indeed. It was Noortje Smits who won the race with 4/1000ths of a second difference over Morgan McPherson. That's the closest finish of the season. Of course, not of the series. But we're going to take a look at that. But unfortunately, we also have a couple of cars out of this race. Now it's just official, by the way. Out of the race are Anna Gregg, unfortunately, number 97 car, Philip Goldberg in the 18, Dom Caps in the 58, and Nicholas Guerra in the 16. So that means that the team of Nicholas Guerra is now 100% out of the series. Unfortunately, I still want to thank him for trying out Phillips, or one of my series, of course. And hopefully we'll see him, one of them or 2 of them later in the Phillips Cup series at one point. Well, then we also have the Goldberg family out of the series, as Robbie Goldberg also retired very early. And now Philip Goldberg is out as well. And Anna Gregg has her teammate, Nicole Tranovic, who was already out after race number 3, I think. It is now also Anna Gregg out of the series, so unfortunately no one from the team is left anymore. So, ladies and gentlemen, that means we're going to... Oh, cars running into each other over there. That means we're going to take a look at the replays over here. Another crash, this time on the final lap in turn number 2 it was. So ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at what happened over here with, well, which caused Anna Gregg, Philip Goldberg, Dom Caps and Nicholas Guerra to exit, to be knocked out of the series. Well, I already felt it coming. I mean, like, they were going 6 wide all over this racetrack, 7 wide possibly coming out of turn number 1. Then, indeed, in turn number 2, it completely went wrong over here. Now, I think Dom Caps is gonna make contact. Oh, first we got Mason Powers, who made contact with the 2 of Billy Bishop, and that caused Billy Bishop to, well, be pinballed into Dom Caps. Dom Caps then gets hit by, I think that's the 16 of Nicholas Guerra. Nowhere to go for him. The 66 piles into it, 97 and the 18. So, I mean, how lucky was that 66 of Isa Sinclair still making it, and how unlucky was Anna Gregg being right behind somebody who did make it while she did not make it. So that's a very unfortunate situation. And there we see the 2 cars spinning around. I spin my head right. Oh, okay, sorry. There we go. Another look at this. This is a camera in which we saw the crash that we saw. It was not a big incident, but well, unfortunately for these 4 drivers, it was big enough to take them out of the series. Their Dom Caps is one of them. Now let's go to the finish, because that was a very exciting finish. Morgan McPherson was still in the lead over here. I thought, well, that must be a win for him. But then Noortje Smits comes by, and look at this. Noortje Smits takes over the lead and wins the race. With what was the difference? This much. That is the difference. 4/1000 of a second between Noortje Smits and Morgan McPherson. So, well, the surprising thing is because, well, we had 6 Dutch drivers in the races. In the first 4 races, we had 1 Dutch driver exit in every single race. And Noortje Smits was somebody who came or joined the party later, and she wins the race. She's the most successful of the whole field. So, well, very lucky for her. Lucky, but also great job, of course, for Noortje Smits winning the race. And very unfortunate for Morgan McPherson, number 94 car. So that was the finish, and of course, well, a little bit of tradition. How does it look in full speed? Here we go. Bang! And on that bombshell, we are going to leave you and say goodbye. And, well, till we see you next day, of course. Tomorrow we'll have another race, race number 6, which will have on pole Noortje Smits and number 33, and not in the race anymore, Anna Gregg, Philip Goldberg, Dom Caps, and Nicholas Guerra. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Race number 5 of the Dascar Red Bull Knockout Series, Season 3 2015, here on Sport 1.